Activity number 2 is known as a concept of definition map. Its purpose is to identify words that you don't know so that you can focus on them to build your comprehension. For the purpose of a lesson, students would go through the NSDAP 25 points and select words that they don't understand. They would then create a definition map for that term, where they would put the term in the middle, then identify synonyms, examples, and a definition, preferably in their own words. So let's fill one out, step by step. Step 1 requires the student to select a term from the document. For the purpose of this presentation, we have selected abolition. The student will put abolition in the middle box. Step 2 requires students to look up synonyms and fill them into the box. Step 3 requires students to think of examples and fill them into the box. Step 4 requires students to come up with a definition and fill that into the box. The final product can be added to a student's vocabulary booklet so that they can have it to reference later, which brings us to activity number 3. Activity number 3 is the creation of a vocabulary booklet. Ideally, students would make this at the beginning of the term and be encouraged to bring it to every class with them, adding it to it while reading and while in class when they come across new terminology. This activity is meant to be cross-curricular and to support development of academic language known as KELPs. Instead of remaining unaware of the meaning of certain terms, these processes of determining weakness in vocabulary and taking initiative in asking what they mean will promote higher comprehension in students and lead to higher development and academic language building. Repetition, exposure, and practice are essential elements to promoting the completion of these sorts of activities, and this is where the teacher's responsibility lies. Hopefully, by doing these sorts of activities often, students will learn to do them themselves because they realize that they help in their own learning. In 7 literacy strategies that work, number 4 has been identified as vocabulary instruction, which is essentially saying that vocabulary instruction needs to be explicit and direct. The creation and use of a vocabulary booklet is a way to support vocabulary learning. I hope that you enjoyed this video on comprehension strategies for the social studies classroom. Thanks for listening.